and then we'll just hit go live and see what happens.
I got like 6 or 7 kids outside playing, so hopefully they don't run inside and fucking terrorize this shit.
Oh, it'll be all right. Oh yeah, it won't even let me go live. It says something went wrong. Update settings for Facebook. It says. I don't know what the settings are.
Oh, your Facebook's out of date, my guy.
My Facebook fucking hates me, bro. All right,
where are you at? Michigan?
Yeah, we're just gonna run a recording and then I'm just gonna put it out.
All right.
So we'll just upload it. So I'm gonna start cause I'll put it in my fucking editor thing and then we'll just go from there. So are you ready to go?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. All right. Welcome, everyone, to another Wheelchair Wednesday. This is a crazy day because for some reason it will not let me go live. Facebook just hates me, I think. I don't know what the hell the problem is, but we're just going to record it and then we're going to release it same day, whatever. You know what I mean? We'll do what we got to do. I got a special guest coming up, but before we get to that, let's roll that intro.
Oh, here they come.
All right, everybody, if you would please give a nice warm welcome to our friend Mr. Wes Harper.
Yay!
What's up, buddy?
No, my leg's flipping out.
Your what? Your leg's tripping out? You getting spasms over there?
Yeah. I think it was the clapping, the applause. I was nervous.
It was too much. It's too much fake applause from the fake audience watching us right now.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, man. We tried to get that going. I'm gonna have to mess with something, I guess, for Facebook because I got another live tonight, which kind of sucks. But we're gonna make the best of it. We're gonna record this. We're gonna put it out, and then people will have your story. So before we get to the questions, why don't you go ahead and tell people who you are and what your injury is, and
My name is Wes Harper. I live in North Carolina, and I've been a T6 paraplegic since 2007. June 22nd, 07, I was in my car, and we were out fucking around. Am I allowed to cuss?
Oh, yeah, dude. Absolutely. This is not necessarily a kid show.
We were out fucking around, and I took a turn way too fast, and there's the kids in the background.
Yeah, I hear
them. But I was taking a turn way too fast, not wearing my seatbelt, and I flipped my car and come flying out the window and fuck my shit up.
Damn.
Yeah, broke a bunch of bones, and then the main thing was I broke my back in 7 spots, and T6 was the worst. It's not severed. I'm a T6 Asia B incomplete, and
so
I've been that way for
and stuff or no.
So do you have the pins and needle feeling?
Not necessarily. I'm a complete. So I can't feel anything really. I mean, I get certain nerve pain every now and then. You know what I mean? But mostly it's just back pain, dude. My back just hurts all the time.
So when your foot's asleep and it's pins and needles.
Yeah.
That's how I am from tits down.
Just all the time.
Yeah, so if you grab my leg, I can feel you grab my leg, but I can't feel pain. It just tingles more where you grab it. I can't feel pain and I can't feel hot or cold.
Right.
One time I lit a cigarette and I put my cigarette down and it hit my kneecap and my leg jumped and I was like, oh shit. Burned the fuck out of my knee.
Damn. And that's the shitty part about us too. Well, I mean, incompletes are probably a little bit different, but I know that for me, being a complete, it takes forever for shit to heal. You know what I mean?
Dude, yeah. I just went through all that shit with my foot, and it's still, we're 8 months in, and it's barely healed. It's barely normal.
Right. Oh, I forgot to tell people, I myself am a T3, T4 complete paraplegic, tits down. Just so everybody knows. We're both tits down brothers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I guess you could say that. I don't know, man. I started following you. I forget. You started coming out with YouTube stuff, I think, and I ran across you, and then I ran across you on Facebook, and then I've just been following you ever since. I mean, my accident was 2019 at the end of it, so about 2020 I got home, and then I just started, going off with my own thing. You know what I mean? Trying to make something happen. So, All right. Well, to the book, we just the first question was that you just answered how did it happen, level of injury. The second question is, would you walk if you could? Now, what I mean by that is, if you could go back that day and change everything, not crash your car, still be the same guy, but you would take a different path. Everything you know now would be pretty much gone, and you would have to start over from that point. Would you do that, or would you stay the way you are?
It's funny that you asked that because last night I was talking to my kid and he had said something about, Daddy, what if you could go back and walk? Would you?
Mm-hmm.
And that's a really, really hard question because if I went back and took a different route and let's say I didn't crash my car and I didn't become paralyzed, I wouldn't have him.
Right.
And it's like, although he's a pain in my ass, he's also like the best thing that's ever happened to me. So I don't, honestly, dude, I don't know how to answer that. I don't know.
Well, and it's like, if you could still have him, just different circumstances, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, besides that, would you?
Yeah, I mean, if it was like, hey, you would have still ended up with him as a child, but wouldn't have to go through all the fucking wheelchair bullshit. I don't know, probably. Because, I mean, although I deal with it and, like, nobody ever sees it bother me because I wear a smile, like, all the time. Like, I don't let people see me in pain and shit.
Oh, for real. I'm with you.
And it's like...
We have our moments, but it's, like, few and far and in between. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, like, I can deal with it, but, I mean, it fucking sucks.
It's hard,
nobody
bro.
understands.
Right. Well, like, dude, I remember, like, I was fortunate enough to be able to, raise my kid and be with my kid and play with my kid up until he was, like, 7 years old. You know what I mean? So, like, at least I got to play a little bit of soccer with him and run around with him a little bit. And then afterwards, it was like, I can't run and kick that ball no more. I can't, you know what I mean? I can't play Frisbee with you anymore because I can't chase it to my left or my right like I used to be able to. So it's like now it's like you got to throw it right to Dad or Dad can't get it. You know what I mean? So it's, I can still do things, but it's just a thing, man. It's a process. Yeah, and people don't really get it. Like, I challenge anybody who thinks that they know what we go through to spend one day in a wheelchair and don't use your legs at all. And I guarantee you'll fail. You'll fail within the first hour.
Yeah, it's fucking hard. My buddy Ryan, he was, I had a spare wheelchair, and he was sitting in it, and he was practicing doing wheelies, and 45 minutes went by, and he got up, he's like, stretched his legs, like, God damn, man, I've been sitting in this for 45 minutes, and I was like, bitch, try fucking 10 years.
Right, exactly. This next question I got for you, a little personal, but it just depends. I mean, you can answer it however you want to. It's pretty much dating ? / married ? I know you're not married. But
yeah, we're not married.
What's your dating life like? Like, how was that? Like, after you got injured, you know what I mean? How did you go about that?
So, I mean, obviously you saw my latest post about my online dating shit.
Yeah, bro, that shit was wild.
Yeah, I don't know, man. So, like, I've dated quite a bit. I've dated more women since I've been paralyzed than I did when I could walk.
Damn. Devotees
or
just like regular girls?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Just regular girls. The mother of my child, she was a stripper when we met.
Oh, nice.
And, yeah, so that's why I always make jokes about the pole and stuff like that.
Right. Oh, don't lie. You know you want to get up there yourself, fucking twirl your ass around.
Yeah. Show everybody these fucking B-cups. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, I guess I'm just like a social person. So, like, talking to people ain't nothing. And it's like I'm in a wheelchair, so I'll sit there and flirt with, like, the hottest women because I know that I don't stand a chance. And I mean, if something comes of it, oh well, something comes of it.
Shit, might as well shoot your shot. Why not? You know what I mean?
You ain't gonna hurt my feelings. I can't walk.
Right. Heck yeah. So, yeah, that's man. Like me, I got lucky. You know what I mean? You already know. I've had my woman since my accident, but I feel bad for some of these guys, man, who just like struggle trying to just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Their everyday life, trying to find somebody. Not everybody's as charismatic as yourself, so it's like it's hard for people to get together and go out. You know what I mean?
We're going to the titty bar this weekend.
Fuck, there you go. You taking a date with you, or you going looking for a new one?
I'm currently full single.
Full tilt single, ladies.
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go, ladies. Get it while you
Put
can.
the top on. Yay.
Yep. All right. Next question is your pet peeves. What's your biggest pet peeves about being in a wheelchair?
Probably the bowel and bladder control. I mean, I have it almost down to a science. Like, I rarely have accidents. Like, usually, even at night, like my body will wake up if I gotta pee. It's only certain times that I have like an accident if like, I don't know, we eat late dinner and I drink a lot of water or something. I'm not thinking about it,
Right.
and then, you know, my kidneys. I mean, they work great, but they're slow. So like, if me and you drank a glass of water at the same time, like I might only let half of it go an hour later, and you might let the whole thing go an hour later.
Yeah.
So then it's like, do I need to stay up a little bit longer before I get in bed just to make sure that processes a little bit, or what? And sometimes I do. You know, sometimes I'm on the computer late as fuck, but
Right.
you know, there's other times I want to get the fuck out of this chair, get off my ass, and get in bed, and then I'm like, I fall asleep before I can pee again, and then I wake up and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, you're all leaking all over, trying to grab it. It's fucking spraying all over the place. Yeah, see,
Yeah.
I've had that problem drinking beer, obviously, you know what I mean? Like, you think
Oh,
you're
yeah,
done, and
dude.
like you take your pee or whatever, and you're like, all right, I'm good to go. Then you go get in
Yeah.
bed, you fall asleep, and you wake up with that feeling. Because I get like a feeling, it's like kind of a tingly feeling with your hair goes up on your arms.
Yep.
And, dude, yeah, I'll get up and like, man, you know, you go to fill the cup, and it's filling you up.
Hey, no Fortnite yet.
Like, yo, I'm doing an interview over here. What are you doing?
Hey, no Fortnite yet. Go back outside until I'm done.
Go ass outside, boys. Hell yeah. All right, number 5. What is something that you wish you could do now that you can't do no more?
Something I wish what?
Something you wish you could do now that you could probably, you know, do in the past or whatever that you can't do no more. What's the one thing you wish you could do? I mean, besides like sexual stuff.
Drive a 5-speed.
Drive a 5. Yeah, that's a good point. I thought about that and how fucking fun it was shifting gears, because I've only driven a couple of manual cars, but it's fun, you know what I mean? Especially if you got a nice little thing like you got. I think you had a Honda or Civic or something at one point, didn't you? It was all souped up.
Yeah, it was a 2000 Civic, and it had a motor swap and a turbo, and
Well, they
I mean,
say
back
it's fucking
then,
that guy
back then it
running
was
them
fast.
spoon engines. It's a fucking spoon engines in a Civic.
Yeah.
Fast and the Furious.
Okay, well, you can play Fortnite after I'm done.
Yeah, that's a good one. I never thought about that before. Driving a 5-speed. What type of wheelchair you got, and do you call it anything? Does it got a name?
Wait, do what?
Does your wheelchair have a name?
Does my wheelchair have a name? No, I don't think so.
No, you never
I've
called
never.
it anything.
Nah, I just have a nickname. Everybody calls me Hot Wheels Wes.
Oh, there you go. Hot Wheels West, HWW.
Yeah, Hot Wheels or Wes on Wheels.
Yeah, I had to call my old one, my manual one. I call it Old Blue because it's blue and it's an Apex. It's a motion composite one, and then I got this one, which is my Permobile F3. I call it Johnny 5 just because it reminds me of a fucking robot that comes to life. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude, have you seen those fucking Grit wheelchairs?
The what? Grip? Or
The Grit, GRIT, it's got like these push bars, and like you can go off road. It's got one caster in the front.
what? I have not seen
I
that.
don't know how much they are. I want to look into them and see how much they are because I want one.
I couldn't believe that track chairs were as cheap as they were, dude. I looked at a track chair, like a brand new track chair with the tracks on it, like tank treads. And
Yeah.
dude, it's only like $12,000. I was like, holy shit, that's cheap.
Oh, only like 12 grand? That's a lot of fucking money, dude.
I mean,
My buddy
compared
my
to
buddy
this
has
wheelchair,
one.
this wheelchair is $54,000. You know what I mean? So like for $12,000, that's pretty
Oh
cheap.
my god.
Yeah. Well, I had like full coverage insurance, which like paid for all my shit. So like, I feel bad.
Holy
Like I said, I
shit.
feel bad for people that don't have insurance or got shot. I talked to people that got shot in their spine, and their health and coverage don't give them nothing. You know what I mean? So like, so here's the thing. Like in Michigan, if you get in a car accident and you have full coverage on your vehicle, dude, you get everything paid for. Everything.
Yeah, I don't know how it works in North Carolina. I mean, obviously, everything I've had everything paid for, but I don't know about like an automatic or power share or anything. And like my dad's friend gave him a power chair, and like I used it once, but it wasn't practical for me because I'm always out and about.
Right.
So like I don't have a van. So and 5 months after I got out of the hospital, I got tired of waiting on people for rides. I wanted to go do something. Everybody was busy. I was like, fuck this. So I bought a '94 Integra and learned how to drive with a broomstick.
Oh shit.
Almost lost my life again twice.
You never had people like put you in a school to help learn how to drive like with the hand controls, or you never had nobody like you never had any
Hell
of that?
no.
Damn.
Hell no. I'm not waiting around for that.
Well, shit, guys, there you go. You know what I mean? You got if nobody's out to help you, you got to help yourself. You know what I mean? I like that. It's that gung ho activity.
Yeah, I ain't got time for all that.
What's your what do you do for fitness? You work out at all? Lift weights? Do some power bands? You know what I mean? You do any fucking treadmill running?
Negative.
That was a joke. Let me hit my joke button.
I am. No, I am fucking. I'm fat, and the most workout I get is just daily activity. Getting my fat ass out of bed, getting in the shower, getting in and out of the car. Like the car I have is a Lexus SUV, so it's not as practical as you would think somebody in a wheelchair would get. But I like it. It's got a lot of space. It's fucking fancy. So I just deal with getting in and out of it because that's what I want.
Right. For sure. Let's see. Next question is, well, you kind of covered this before. Like any pain every day, day to day, you deal with like the nerve pain and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like tingling.
I get a lot of nerve pain. A lot of nerve pain in my lower back and like my ass cheeks and the bottoms of my feet.
Yeah, like sometimes I'll feel like if I sit too long, my ass will tell me to move a little bit. So I
it feels like. Remember, what was that that SpongeBob meme where it's got Patrick's ass bones poking out of his fucking shorts?
Oh shit! I know what you're talking about. I've seen that before. Yeah,
that's exactly what it feels like.
Yeah, straight up, and especially if you're riding down the road in a bumpy ass road for like hours, or in the car, even just in the car driving around. Like back in the day, I could drive a car for 8-9 hours, no problem, and I'd be fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Get out, stretch my legs every once in a while. Now, dude, I can't do it. Like my spine will like shed and break down, and I'll just sit there and be a pile of nothingness because it hurts so bad. I'm like, I gotta go home. Put me in bed.
I drove my Integra from North Carolina to. We went to San Antonio, Texas for some extreme therapy at Pressing On.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like a spinal cord injury specialist. But I drove 16 hours straight. And then like I was falling asleep at the wheel.
Damn.
Like those 5-hour energies, they don't wake you up, but they don't let you fall asleep.
Right.
Until you're like done, like you can't do it anymore.
I could never do it. I could never do the energy drinks. That shit just made my heart go thumpity thump too much.
Oh, I drink energy. I sip on an energy drink while I'm trying to fall asleep.
You're crazy, man. You're crazy, bro.
Yeah.
What helped you the most after your injury? Like after you got injured, what was the one thing that kind of helped you keep a smile on? You know what I mean?
Probably that. Because I'm fairly popular, probably just the fact that I had a shit ton of friends, always wanting to check in on me, always wanting to go do something, always wanting to include me in things.
Right. Yeah, I myself actually too have, like, that was my experience. As I had a bunch of my friends come together, nobody asked them to or anything, and they had like a fundraiser for me to raise money for me to help out. Which shout out to those guys. But you know what's really crazy is like once I got better and like, well, not better, but once I like, kind of recovered as much as I could, I came home and then like it was ghost. Everybody come to my memorial thing and like wanted to help out. But then as soon as I come home, they're like, oh, he's fine. Like, yeah, he'll be all right. You know what I mean? But like, I know they still watch my videos and stuff, but it's like, man, dude, give your boy a shout, holler at me. You know what I mean? Say what's up. I still can talk. I'm not like a, A lot of them
Yeah,
thought like they think you're like messed up afterwards. Like, oh my god, I didn't know if you could talk normally. Right.
like in that one YouTube video, I don't know if you remember, I was telling about how I was in Greenville. So every day from the day that I was in the hospital, even when I was in a coma, I had people come visit me every day, and it was like it's like a hour and a half, 2 hour ride.
Right.
And from June 22nd of 07 to August 15th, I think, I had probably 15 people come see me every day. And then, hey, unlock the door, dude.
What
Okay,
are you
we're
doing
telling
in
me to
there?
go home. But that one night, I didn't have nobody come see me, and it was like 4 o'clock, and holy shit! Open the door.
Oh, they're in there
What?
locking each other in there, huh?
Yeah, at the front door. So, hey, y'all break my door, I'm gonna break one of y'all.
Yeah.
There was on that day, nobody came to see me, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And
Right.
so, like, it had got to being like 8 o'clock, and I just told him, I said, "Hey, just put me in bed."
Right.
You know, they had to use the Hoyer lift and stuff to
Oh,
get me in
yeah, I
there.
had to use that too when I first started doing that.
Yeah, and these children, I swear to God.
Oh, I feel you.
And
Your
I
son's got somebody to play with right now. My kid usually just like has a sister, so he's pretty chill. Boys get together though, and they're boys.
bro, I'm
Tell
gonna
them
knock
you're on
all
an
y'all's heads
interview
off
with
because
like
we're
the local
outside.
news or something. Just be like, I'm doing the local news interview. So right now, the next question I got for you, and we're almost done with these two. What's your hobbies that you got? What kind of hobbies you into?
Cars and photography and videography, but I just every time I turn around, man, I can't find fucking time to do it. Or I've
Right.
got hellions screaming in the background or nothing. Can y'all
Right.
give me like 5 minutes? Can you give me like 5 minutes? Can you give me like 5? No. Cuz
Oh, just
give me
give them
like
what they
5
want for
minutes.
5 minutes, and then just take it away from them. It'd be that easy. Yeah, that's what I figured. I mean, as long as, if you're getting into something that you was into before, if you stay into it, you know what I mean? Like if you're still interested in it afterwards. Like for me, it was like music, and this videography stuff is the first time I've actually been into it since my accident. So like this is
Yeah.
something new for me that I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do it. But I think that, just keeping into something, staying busy, like you said, if you can find time is, the best thing to do. So travel, you go anywhere at all? You like to travel? You like to go places?
I haven't done a lot of traveling except for when I went to Texas, and then I went to Maryland because I went to the World Cup Finals race at Maryland International Raceway.
Nice.
And we were there for like 3 days. But the biggest thing is making sure you have accommodations to be able to, do bowel movements and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
accessibility and being able to move around and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And hotel beds are a pain in the ass because you got to find a hotel room that has a bed that's low enough for you to get on.
To transfer, yeah, because there are a lot of them that are high as shit.
Yeah, a lot of them are like up here. And I'm like, dude, I can't get on that without falling on the floor.
Right. Another thing too is I'll keep my chair right next to the bed too, so I can use it to maneuver myself. I mean, that's my power chair,
Yeah.
but like I've used my manual chair for the same thing. But I'm not really a big traveler. I don't give a shit about going to see nowhere. If I want to see it, I'll look it up on YouTube, or like
Yes.
stuff like that.
Take it. All of it. Eat all the cookies you want, please.
Eat them all until we get done. He's almost done anyway,
Yeah.
kids. Don't worry. So the last question I'll hit you with is, what it would be the biggest piece of advice to a newly injured person that you could give them?
A newly injured person, biggest piece of advice.
Yeah.
That's hard, man. As cliche as it is, you know, like just fucking keep your head up. Keep your head up. I mean, it can't get no worse than it is.
I mean, it could.
You know.
I mean, you could
yes,
be dead.
you're
You could be
right.
dead.
It
You know what
could
I
get
mean?
worse.
It could be just. It could be worse. But here
It
we
could be
are. You know
worse.
what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah,
And there's always somebody I think that's got worser too.
Yeah, I mean, I just, I don't know. Like, you just got to keep going. Like, keep your mind off of shit. I mean, like, I see some of these guys on Facebook and stuff that, you know, just they kind of like
Give
mope
up.
around and like
Yeah.
they just sulk in their depression, and like you can't do that. You got to stay busy. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I get like that every now and then, but it's like usually when I'm trying to fall asleep or something. But
Yeah.
you know, obviously I've got these shenanigans over here to keep me busy and shit.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I think a lot of people that don't have anything to keep them busy, they need something to lean on, sort of. You know what I mean? To keep them going, to get up. They need to have something to give them purpose.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I work part time. I work part time at a speed shop, so I've got a part time job, and you know, I've got a kid to raise, and then I've just got myself to take care of, and
Right.
so nonstop busy.
Well, I tell you what, I appreciate the time. I know you're super busy. You know, you got the young ones in the back getting ready. There's all kinds of stuff going on back there. But stick with me real quick, Wes. We're going to wrap this up, guys. Because we didn't go live, I'm going to put this on there today, so you guys will be able to see it the same time we recorded it. Please put your comments in there, bleep bloops, as the vice grip guy says down at the bottom. And then hopefully I'll get the stuff fixed, and we'll be back next Wednesday with somebody else, maybe. But until then, Wes, stick with me. We'll see you guys later, and we're out.
Don't